Hello! Welcome to another edition of Capper Comparison Picks. I am Ranch. Today I will be giving you the Capper Comparison Picks for UFC 279, some select fights. Be sure to check out the video I did on Monday where I covered 3 of the prelim fights. And my whole new thing is I try not to cover chalky fights. If the odds are chalky, they're one-sided. I tend to try to pick the fights that are a little bit closer, you know, a little bit like where I might have a outlying underdog pick or something. But nevertheless, let me get into this. I had a good day today, guys. Today I did have jury duty, but pleasantly surprising, it was canceled. So I got to go to my favorite pub for lunch. It was nice little day off just to relax. And I needed this day to like collect myself. First week of school, the soccer practices for my son, and just the work has been, my employees are killing me. I learned that they're like kind of milking the job, so I gotta make some drastic moves. Some people might be getting like might be seeing some layoffs. I don't want to say that. I don't know. Anyway, I'm sorry to bring in my personal life. Let's get on with these Capper comparison pick breakdowns. I'm sorry, a little bit tipsy. I maybe had a little bit too much to drink at lunch, but totally worth it. Totally worth it. Anyway, let's start this show off with the featherweight fight between Hakeem Dawodu taking on Juicy J, Julian Erosa. This, I know it's kind of not a close line. You know, Dawodu is a 2-1 favorite. Minus 220, Hakeem is coming in with a record of 13 wins, 2 losses, and 1 draw. Taking on Juicy J, who's been around the block. Look at this. Look at the double experience for Juicy J. 27 wins and 9 losses, but I'll tell you, he's faced all sorts of opponents, and it's going to be interesting to see what happens here. Let's start out with their ages. Despite having double the amount of fight experience, Juicy J is only 2 years older, 33 years old, to Hakeem Dawodu. I don't think he really cares how I pronounce it. We're going to say just Hakeem. Okay, so Hakeem comes in as a 2-1 favorite, as I mentioned. Why? Because he's coming off a nice win over Mike Trizano. New Jersey's own Mike Trizano lost to Hakeem by unanimous decision. Before that, though, he's got a loss to Movsar Evloev. I mean, that's granted, Movsar Evloev is top 15. If he's not, he really should be, because that's how I'm pretty sure he is. I think he's top 10, matter of fact. But Evloev is a very good fighter. Before that, he's got, listen to this, back-to-back split decision wins. He has one against Zubair Tukhugov, split decision, meaning one of the judges saw it the other way. And he has one against Julio Arce. It's once again split decision, meaning that one of the judges saw it the other way. And before that, he beat this one guy. He's got like one appearance in the UFC, Japanese guy named Yoshinori Hori. He beat him by head kick in round 3, but it was a UFC fight, so we give him that. He trains out of Canada, out of Champions Creed. That's the same place where Chad and Helliger, also on this card, I covered his fight in my prelims. Go back and check that one out, guys. But he trains out of Champions Creed with Chad and Helliger. I don't know if he trains with them, but they're both out of that. I didn't see them both in the same training facility on either one of their Instagrams. Chad does not show who he's training with. Same with Hakeem, not showing himself in training videos at Champions Creed. They show him in training videos at Champions Creed, but separately by themselves, either hitting pads or doing some sort of workout, but nothing showing that they are actually working with each other, so I don't know if that's the case there. I'm just saying they're both out of the same gym. His opponent, Juicy J, Julian Erosa. He's coming in off a win over Ocho Steven Peterson by split decision. What did I say about split decision? Somebody thought Ocho Peterson won that fight. Okay. Before that, though, he had a good win over Charles Air Jourdain, who he cost me money last week, and he cost me money in Paris. I only lost 3 fights, and he happened to be one of them. Unreal, Charles Air Jourdain. Unreal. But anyway, Juicy J took care of business with Charles Jourdain via Darce choke. Okay. Before that, he lost to Sung Woo Choi, ground and pound round 1. I think Sung Woo Choi is top 10. I think he's actually like number 10, maybe. I don't know exactly, but or no, you know what? He might be unranked. He might be unranked, actually, Sung Woo Choi. But nevertheless, Sung Woo Choi, a very good fighter. He managed to get the better of Julian J Erosa by ground and pound in round 1. Prior to that, though, he took out Nate the Train. Nate the Train Landwehr has been looking great as of lately. Had that big upset victory over, what's his name? It's blanking me right now, but it was just like 2 or 3 events ago. Nate the Train won a big underdog. He was the underdog, he won a big upset. And Julian Erosa's original UFC debut was against Sean Woodson, where he also caught him with that Darce choke. Loving the Darce choke. He loves that. And he caught him in round 3. Believe it or not, Julian Erosa is going to be a sizable, bigger guy here over Hakeem Dawodu. He's got 5 inches of reach and 2.5 inches, 5-inch height advantage, my bad, this way. And 2.5 inches of reach, meaning 1.25 inches on each fist. But that slight difference might come into play because he's got the height too. With that combination of height and reach advantage, you keep your opponents at distance with a nice straight jab, which Julian Erosa not bad with his striking, not bad. Hakeem Dawodu is more of a he looks for a spot, but if he takes it and he catches you, man, you're gonna know it. Okay, that interesting fight here we got. Julian Erosa is training out of Extreme Couture in Vegas. According to his Instagram, I was looking through there. I saw him training with Boston Salmon, of all people. Boston Salmon, once a UFC fighter. Now I think he's reduced down to a Bellator, but still active. And Boston Salmon, he did fare pretty well in his contender series anyway. He was good over there, and but he just his UFC record not that good. I think he's like maybe 1-2 or 1-3 or something. I really don't know. I don't know. Sorry. But let's see what the cappers have to say about this featherweight fight between Mean Hakeem and Juicy J. Huh? How about it? Starting with the favorite, Mean Hakeem Dawodu. We've got Lynch, James Lynch from Lynch MMA. He's the interviewer extraordinaire. He's saying Hakeem Dawodu will get the decision here. He does have playlists with a lot of these fighter interviews. I want to say he did interview both, if not both, one of these guys for sure. Check out the playlist on his channel. The links to the descriptions of where I've got these picks the links to the channels of where I got these picks will be in the description. Hey. But after James Lynch, we have contrary underdog pickers for Julian Erosa. We've got Clint from the Clint Die Hard MMA podcast. His guest this week was another guy named James from Lucrative MMA. In Clint's words, James from Lucrative MMA is one of the most winningest cappers in media. I don't know if he has a YouTube channel, but I'm pretty certain he's got like Instagram and Twitter. But Clint and James, check out the link, guys. He's good. Clint and James both on the side. They were kind of like, yeah, they're both on the side of Julian Erosa. Not confident, but confident enough to make the bet. It's a money line plus money play on the money line, and they both like the under. They think the under is a good play too. Both plus money, both ways, however you see it. Then jumping back over to the Dawodu side, we have the MMA guru. Yes, the one from the UK that wears the knit cap. Hope he launders that thing like weekly, because that thing, he's had that on so long. It's got to, eventually it's got to get this odor, you would think. It's sweaty. It wore it all summer. I've never seen the dude without the thing, without the knit cap. There is pictures, people use it as their icon for a chat and stuff. I've seen pictures of him without the hat, but in a video, I've never seen him without the hat. He once threatened, he once said, I will, he clickbait, guru takes off his hat. You know what he did? He took off his hat and had another one underneath it, so it didn't even count. But anyway, guru's taking Hakeem. I'm sorry if I'm rambling on, it's just, I've had a good afternoon, guys, so bear with me. Blood money. Cody is on the side of Juicy J, and he is going to the casino to place a bet on it. He doesn't do the online betting. He goes right to the casino and makes his money. His unit is $100, and he said he's definitely putting a unit or more on Juicy J at plus money. Good for you, Cody. Good luck. However, his partner that he does his Wednesday night live streams, Johnny K. I missed it last night. They did their live stream, but I had to work super late, and it was my wedding anniversary, so I didn't want to just avoid my wife and watch Johnny K picks and Cody from Blood Money just to see what. I mean, wedding is 9 years married. Thank you. So next year's the big one. Next year's 10 years. I think I got maybe it's silver, gold. I got to get her something. I forget. I'm gonna look on Google what you do on your 10th year. But last night, was our anniversary, so I didn't want to spend it avoiding her and watching YouTube. That wouldn't have been right or fair. So anyway, they do have every Wednesday. Blood Money, Cody, and Johnny K from Johnny K Picks both have a live stream open. They're very interactive with the chat. I think they go through every single chat comment. It'll blink up there at least for a second. Every single comment they seem to go through. But anyway, Hakeem Dawodu, the favorite, edging out the majority here. However, if you haven't noticed by the tone of my voice of how we've been breaking this down, I'm on the side with the underdog here. Juicy J, Julian Erosa. He's got mad experience. He's got the height advantage. The age is not 2 years. Who gives a shit, really? I think Julian Erosa is going to get this done. I don't know if he's going to finish Hakeem Dawodu, but you know what? I wouldn't. Yeah, Hakeem Dawodu always seems to go to decision. And Juicy J, you know what though? He likes that Darce choke. He caught Charles Jourdain, and he caught Sean Woodson with it. Fuck it, guys. Let's do it. Let's say Julian Erosa by Darce choke over Hakeem Dawodu. Hakeem is not known for his grappling. He's not known for his BJJ. So I think Juicy J, he's training at Extreme Couture. I think if they give him a good game plan going into this fight, it should be to get the fight on the ground. Pull that Darce choke out of your back pocket and submit this fool in round. Whoa. Let's see when did he do his Darce choke submissions. Let's see, Darce choke round 3, and I didn't write it down for the Charles Jourdain one. You know what? We'll say round 2. Maybe Hakeem Dawodu is gonna try to measure him out. And Juicy J does have the reach advantage, so he can just keep him at distance. He just pop and move. He might be able to get a decision, but I'm hoping he takes to the ground. Darce chokes this fool. All right, mean Hakeem Dawodu. He reminds me of the guy from Bloodsport that was like. And then Frank Dukes kicks his ass like 3 punches and shit. Out. Done. You know what I'm talking about. If you guys ever seen Bloodsport, if you haven't, go watch that movie. One of the best, top 10 elite movie of all time, Bloodsport. Jean-Claude Van Damme starring as real life Frank Dukes. Sorry. Moving on. Next we have the bantamweight, female bantamweight fight between Irene Aldana taking on Macy Chiasson. This is going to be an interesting one. That's why I only do this Cap Pairs picks for these interesting fights now. The ones that I'm really on the fence about, I don't know which way it's going to go. I always like that for this. All the ones I take the underdogs pretty much will be on these shows. But yeah, I don't cover the chalky odd ones. I don't cover the Jalton Almeida going against Mr. Pleasure or whatever that dude's name is. And I'm not going to go over like Jake Collier and Beast Boy. I'm sure there's a couple outlier contrarian pickers taking Beast Boy, Chris Barnett, but like that one's gonna, if I did a Capital Pairs picks, it's gonna be totally one-sided. Everybody's gonna take the prototype of Jake Collier because he's just a better fighter. It's just how Taekwondo, that's the stylings of Chris Barnett. Yeah, he can do a spinning, jumping, spinning back kick and shit. That was against John Vellante. Look at me. I'm already breaking down a fight I said I'm not going to break down. Anyway, if you want to know the picks of the entire card, you have to tune in Friday night live stream when I do it with BC Dave and sometimes Manny from May Fight Club, sometimes not. Sometimes Mbae, sometimes a special guest, but you know what? BC Dave, my boy, he's a staple. He's my stat man. He's always not going to be on the Friday night live stream. Unless he's got like a dinner date or plans, then I give him the night off. But I act like he's working. But anyway, back to this. Irene Aldana coming in as the favorite, -170. Macy Chiasson, record of 8-2, not bad. Only 2 losses as a professional. Aldana though, look at that, damn near double the amount of experience in professional fights. But Macy Chiasson though, 8-2, comes in as a plus money, +145 underdog. Over under is set, it's not crazy either. Over 2.5 rounds, -195. So the bookies think it's gonna go there, but usually when you see a bantamweight female fight, they usually they jack that over up to like -300 and shit. That's more like flyweights. They fly and strawweight, they do that. Bantamweight, it hovers around -200, but still, that's kind of valuable if you think it's going to go to decision, which it very well may, but maybe not. Let's get into this. Starting with the favorite, Irene Aldana, a little bit older here. She is 34. Macy Chiasson, 31. The female Machine Gun Kelly, MGK, Chiasson. That's what Leighton from UFC Gambling Addicts called her. Anyway, Irene Aldana, fighting at the Lobo Gym down in Mexico. She's training with Alexa Grasso and her husband Francisco Grasso, who is one of the coaches down at the Lobo Gym. Alexis Grasso is like, I think it's like Francisco, her husband, maybe owner / coach. I don't know, but Alexis Grasso also training out there. And I know Alexis has a fight coming up in October against Vivian Araujo. So you got to imagine Irene Aldana and Alexis Grasso probably are, I didn't verify it on Instagram, but I did see Aldana hitting the pads with Francisco Grasso, holding those pads. So you got to imagine Alexa is training with Irene Aldana, okay, at the Lobo Gym, Mexico. She's coming off a win, nice win over Yana Kunitskaya, and I say nice win because she took her out ground and pound, round 1 over Yana Kunitskaya, who is the wife of Thiago Santos. I hope I'm right with that. Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Yana Kunitskaya is married to Thiago Santos. Anyway, doesn't matter. Irene Aldana, before that, she did lose to Holly Holm, but Holly Holm, a legend in her own right. Her name will go down into the record books as being one of the best female fighters ever. And she lost by unanimous decision, so not a horrible loss there. Before that, she beat Ketlin Vieira, who's been, as of lately, Ketlin Vieira's been cleaning house. She took care of her with a left hook in round 1. Aldana, she can close this show, bud. She can definitely take care of stuff. Before that, she can also go the distance. She has good cardio. She showed that when she beat Vanessa Melo by unanimous decision. And before that, she did have a loss to Raquel Pennington, but you know how? Split decision, meaning at least one of the judges saw it going her way. That's how what split decision is, buddy. But her opponent here, interesting female, interesting woman, Macy Chiasson. Macy Chiasson coming off nice win over Norma Dumont. I don't know if it's a nice win because she won, but it was split decision. I was picking against her, and pretty much she won by cage control. She just pretty much held Norma Dumont up against the cage, let the clock die down, hitting her in the leg and shit. Just not, I mean, it was super boring fight, and she did win. She performed better than Norma Dumont, but still it wasn't nothing I'd brag about, you know, nothing like that. Before that, she lost to Raquel Pennington, but she didn't lose by split decision. She lost by guillotine choke in round 2. So there you go if you want to play MMA math. Aldana lost to her by split decision. Chiasson lost to her guillotine choke. Yeah. Before that, she beat the now retired former gym teacher, 40-year-old Marion Renault by unanimous decision. All that is true. She was a gym teacher. She is now retired, and she retired. She was like 40 years old. Shit, you know. Before that, she beat Shayna Young, the Shanimal, by how? Unanimous decision. Not closing the deal, Macy Chiasson. She does not have any finishes in her last 5. She's been finished, but she doesn't have any. Before Shayna Young, she lost to Lena Landsberg, unanimous decision. But what she does have is a 2-inch height advantage and a 3.5-inch reach advantage, which is should come into play here. She is slightly younger at 31 years old. I checked her Instagram. She's training out of Fortis MMA out in Texas. That's where she's always been since her start of her career. I think that's where she'll always stay. I do believe she's probably training with Sam Hughes. Sam Hughes also out of Fortis MMA, and Sam Hughes active down there. And I think I did see Sam Hughes in an Instagram picture maybe, but not really though. I think I went down like a rabbit hole chasing, like Macy Chiasson. Her Instagram is loaded with what? Just pictures of her girlfriend. She's got a girlfriend that's a flutist, like plays the flute, not the skin flute, but she plays the flute professionally. Her name is Hannah Leffler, and she is a BJJ blue belt. She's not a professional fighter or anything, but attractive girl. Macy Chiasson has nothing like pictures of, oh, I can't wait to marry you, babe, and a whole bunch of pictures of just her and her girlfriend snowboarding, her and her girl. I think there may be 1 or 2 pictures of her training at Fortis, but it's not with anybody. It's just her like pumping iron, lifting weights, or maybe striking pads. I don't know, but I don't know who she's training with. I think though, through her girlfriend Hannah Leffler's Instagram page, I saw Hannah Leffler had pictures of her training at Fortis BJJ with her blue belt, and in those pictures I saw Sarah Alpar, or Sam Hughes, I'm sorry, Sam Hughes. I saw Sam Hughes, and that's why I say you would imagine Sam Hughes out of Fortis is training with Macy Chiasson, but I can't verify that. I'm just going by, I'm assuming, okay? Whew, sorry for the rambling. Gather the info, guys, right? If you don't like my rambling, you could always hit the time markers, time stamps on the video. I put them there for a reason, because I know I do tend to ramble. So, taking the favorite in Irene Aldana, we've got Johnny K, and Johnny K is taking her by decision. Go right up. We've got his buddy Blood Money, Cody. Cody also saying the same way, by decision. Then we have Clint and James from Lucrative MMA, both on the side of Aldana to get the win here. We got the MMA Guru, and the Guru though, I like it. He's saying KO, round 1. Fantastic, Guru. And finally, James Lynch sealing the deal, making this a full capper consensus. If you guys don't know, I suppose I'll do the dance. A full capper consensus. This is Lucky Pearls. Imagine these are Lucky Pearls straight from Aunt Rita. Good luck pearls for your bets, for those taking the underdog. That's what they're mainly for. But a full capper consensus is when all the handicappers that I feature on my show are in alignment and have a consensus pick. And in this case, all these guys are taking Aldana to get it over Macy Chiasson. Yeah, I like it as well. I gotta stick with Irene Aldana. I think she's gonna box the shit out of Macy Chiasson. I think she's gonna box her Machine Gun Kelly face up. Macy Chiasson might be taller, but she's like kind of awkward with her length. She doesn't like. Her strikes are kind of like you can telegraph them. You can see where they're coming from. It's not like she comes out of weird angles. She's kind of like plodding. Like you can almost, she's not like super quick. Irene Aldana, get on the inside. She is fast and she can also bring it to the ground and get it done. I think she can outperform her wrestling as well. But a ground and pound over Yuna Kunitskaya, and a left hook round 1 over Ketlin Vieira. Those are impressive, and that's why I have to go with the Guru here. And I think Aldana's going to get a knockout, TKO we'll say. I think another ground and pound isn't coming the way of Macy Chiasson. I'm not going to say round, should I say round 1? Is she going to slip on that banana peel? I want to play off that Aldana's got forever cardio, and Chiasson, I seen her slipping I seen her cardio starting to slip. I know the last fight she had over Norma Dumont, that's what they were both breathing heavy against the cage, and that's why it was such a lackluster, slow fight, because Chiasson was gassed, and she was holding Dumont against the cage and just doing these stupid punches to the thighs and shit. Like, it was horrible fight. But anyway, that's why I think Aldana's going to get it done. I'm going to say round 2 after Chiasson is nice and tired. There you have that. Move it on! Next, we have another fantastic main event fight between, it's catchweight fight between the Trailblazer, Kevin Holland, and D-Rod, Daniel Rodriguez. This is potential to be fight of the night right here. Holland versus Rodriguez. This has the makings of it. It could go that way. So, this catchweight fight, 180 pounds, interesting enough. I think both these guys have fought at welterweight and middleweight. I can't confirm that though. But I can tell you about their last 5. First, we'll start with Kevin Holland since he is the favorite. These odds are from Bet Online as of last night. Last night I intended to do this, but once again, it's my anniversary, so I spent the night with my wife. That's how it goes when you're married. But anyway, God bless her. She's a good woman to deal with my ass. But Kevin Holland comes in 23-7, a -190 favorite. Daniel Rodriguez comes in a record of 16 and only 2 losses, which is, that just sticks up there. Only twice I've lost. Only twice as a pro. 16-2 losses. as a plus 169 underdog. That's actually not 165. That did move just slightly, so I'll fix that. 165 plus 165 underdog. Okay, let's talk about Kevin Holland first. He fights out of, I do believe, Extreme Couture. I know he's got a lot of Instagram videos. One of them is training with Eric Nixick. Okay, Eric Nixick is the coach, one of the main coaches out of Extreme Couture. So I'm assuming that he's fighting out of Extreme Couture. Tapology says Hayabusa Combat. Or no, not Tapology. That's, you know what? I think that's like a brand or something. I see Hayabusa Combat, but I don't know if that's a facility. I think it's more of like a maybe an agency or a brand or something. Oh, the Tapology says Travis Luter MMA down in Texas. But I'm pretty sure he's at Extreme Couture. He does have a BJJ black belt though from Travis Luter MMA, and Travis Luter is like a legend into the BJJ game. Like you mentioned BJJ, Travis Luter comes to the mind of many automatically. So, just like a Gracie. You think Gracie's and you think Travis Luter. For those in the know, which I happen to be one of those in the know. Kevin Holland's coming off a win and going to Dirty Bird, Tim Means by Darce Choke, round 2. He has a win over Cowboy Alex Oliveira. Right hook 2 ground strikes, round 2. Another finish for him. Before that, he had that no contest against Kyle Dawkins, that accidental headbutt, which was kind of a scapegoat. That was kind of like, Kyle Dawkins was winning that fight. Kyle Dawkins would have beat him had that fight continued. Kyle Dawkins had the better wrestling there, and he was implicating it. He was using that. Kevin Holland, though, he saw the opportunity. Man, the headbutt. I'm gonna just cut this one out, and I remember the fight. He's like, "We're gonna run this one back. We're gonna run this one back again," but he never did. They never did again, which I don't like that, but whatever. Before that, he took a loss to Marvin Vettori, who fought last week, but he lost a unanimous decision. Marvin Vettori is a tough fight, though. That's a tough fight. And he lost to Derek Brunson. That one, I remember that one like it was yesterday. It was Blonde Brunson. Rumor has it Kevin Holland threw that fight. And it was kind of, I know he got out-wrestled by Blonde Brunson, but I was watching the fight, not recently, but during that time, and he was talking to Brunson, and he was like pulling Derek Brunson on top of him. He was doing a lot of shit that looked like why did you do that? A whole bunch of what the fuck, why did you do that? And that's what leads me to believe maybe there's some truth behind the rumor. The rumor has it, he has a cousin, a female cousin that lives like in Vegas or lives somewhere where he told his cousin, the girl, look, throw $10,000 on Derek Brunson tonight. And Derek Brunson was plus money. Like he would have, if the $10,000, if Derek Brunson wins, you put $10,000, you're winning. I think he was like close to plus 500. I plus 4 something. But Kevin Holland, the rumor, this is rumor, I can't verify nor deny any claims to this, but the rumor has it, he told his cousin, tell your boyfriend to go throw $10,000 on Derek Brunson. And that's why he made more money taking that loss than he would have, unless he got the like fight of the night bonus or something. But he made more money from taking a loss than he would have from just a regular UFC fight. And that's why this is rumor. This is rumor. But if you watch that fight, go ahead and watch it. Go watch that fight. He did a lot of things that were very suspect. Very weird for Kevin Holland. Okay, but in this case, against Daniel Rodriguez, Kevin Holland does have undeniable 7-inch reach advantage and a 2-inch height advantage. He is 6 years younger at 29 years old. Daniel Rodriguez, D-Rod, is 35. You know, that's on the start of your decline. You're pretty much right out of your prime age of fighting, but it's either decline or move up in weight. Maybe that's why this is a catch weight. But Daniel Rodriguez, though, is a comparable fighter. As I mentioned already, only 2 losses as a professional. And he has only got 1 in his last 5. Let's talk about his last 5. He's coming off a win over Kevin Lee. Unanimous decision. Very good win there. Against Kevin Lee is a formidable fighter. He beat Preston Parsons by punches round 1. Fantastic. Good for you. He beat Mike Perry. That knucklehead. Beat him by unanimous decision. But this is, here we go, lost to Nicholas Dalby by unanimous decision. I don't like Nicholas Dalby, and I can't remember exactly if it's this fight, but I know Nicholas Dalby, I watched a couple of Nicholas Dalby fights, more than one, and I was like, that's a fucking robbery. One of them was in his home country of Copenhagen. That might have been this. That might have been Daniel Rodriguez. I don't know. But I know I watched 2 Nicholas Dalby fights where I think he won by robbery, where the decision should have went the other way. This could or could not be one of those fights. I can't remember exactly who his opponents were. If I look at his Tapology, I'll be able to confirm which ones. But I know Nicholas Dalby, I will try to fade him as much as I can because the wins that he does have, I don't agree with. So anyway, before that he beat Dwight Grant by punches round 1. Dwight Grant, he's nothing special. So Dan Rodriguez training out of Syndicate MMA. He's been there for quite a bit. According to Instagram, he's training with Tony Ferguson. Yeah, Tony Ferguson also on this card going against the Leech. The Leech, I'm not covering that fight. The Leech is a full capper consensus. Everybody's taken the Leech to Kukui, whatever. Tony Ferguson, he's out of it. He's past his best years. They're behind him. I don't think he's gonna reach them again. Jing Liang Li is much stronger, much faster, more athletic. He's coming to Jing. You're gonna get the best version of Jing Liang Li you have ever seen against Tony Ferguson. And Tony Ferguson, I don't think could beat the lesser version of Jing Liang Li, let alone the best version of him. And Jing Liang Li's been training in the U.S. now for quite some time. I think he's been training, was it maybe Fight Ready or I don't know, I forget, but it's definitely over in California way. He's training over there somewhere. Maybe Alpha Male. I really can't remember where he's fighting out of, but he's definitely been training in the U.S. and that's only going to make him a better fighter. And Tony Ferguson is going to beat. That's why I'm not covering his full capital consensus. Anyway, back to this. D-Rod, Daniel Rodriguez, has been training with Tony Ferguson. So obviously Tony Ferguson's been putting time over at Syndicate in Vegas. And he's been training with, crazy enough, bare knuckle fighter Josh Watson. And this guy is a beast. This guy's, I don't know much about him, but he looks like he's damn near 300 pounds. Well, D-Rod is what, 180, 190 around there. Yeah, this guy's got to be, I think he's like, definitely heavyweight, 250 plus. This guy's a monster. And he's been training, it shows him all sweaty with the pads on with this guy, Josh Watson from Bare Knuckle Fighting. So, there we have that. Let's see what the cappers have to say in this very interesting catchweight fight between Trailblazer Kevin Holland and D-Rod Daniel Rodriguez. Taking the favorite in Kevin Holland, we've got Clint and James. Clint said no bet for him here. That's why he is not confident at all. You know, check out the links in the description, guys. Check out his show. Check out the Die Hard MMA podcast with James from Lucrative MMA. Pretty entertaining. Then we've got the MMA Guru, also on the side of Kevin Holland. We got James Lynch. James Lynch, almost 100% had interviewed Kevin Holland I haven't watched many interviews this week. It's like this is a busy time of year for me with work and school and the kids. Just been busy. So anyway, James Lynch is saying by decision for Trailblazer. Then we've got Blood Money. Cody he's saying Kevin Holland within distance. He's gonna put a bet on the under 2.5 rounds here. So I'm gonna just say under for Blood Money. And finally, Johnny K thinks Kevin Holland is gonna knock out D-Rod, Daniel Rodriguez, and I can't disagree with you, Johnny. That's very possible that happens. Making this another full capper consensus. 2 of them, and the odds are better than -200. So these are the good luck pearls for all you bettors, even the ones taking the favorites. I like it. I'm also gonna go with Kevin Holland here. I'm not trying to fade D-Rod. He's a great fighter, but matchups, the stylistic matchup here, Kevin Holland at that 7-inch reach and the slight age advantage at better than -200 odds. I got to jump on the Kevin Holland side here. I think he's going to win. And how is he going to win? D-Rod, 35 years old. How's his durability? I couldn't tell you. I mean, he's been training with that freaking beast of a man from Bare Knuckle, that Josh Watson or whatever, and with Tony Ferguson. So, and the thing is, he's got 2 losses as a pro, which is just like, don't go against a guy with only 2 losses, a UFC veteran at 35. Well, Kevin Holland's got more pro fights, but I'm saying he's seen his way. His last 5 are all UFC, and the only loss out of his last 5 was that suspect one against Nicholas Dalby. I think he's gonna last the distance, so I'm gonna say Kevin Holland wins by decision. I don't see Kevin Holland putting him away. Kevin Holland does have a BJJ black belt, but I've seen him. He was getting owned by Kyle Dawkins on the ground, and Kyle Dawkins is Martinez BJJ. I think he's a black belt as well, but I'm just saying Kyle Dawkins never even wrestled in high school or anything, and he was out grappling Kevin Holland that fight. Until the headbutt, Kevin Holland saw an easy way out. It's like, yeah, we're gonna have to run this one back, but we're not gonna. Whatever. Anyway, I'm gonna take Kevin Holland to win this, the Trailblazer. Hope he does a lot of talking during the fight. I love that. That's so entertaining. Hope he doesn't throw it for a quick $50,000 like he did against Blonde Brunson. Hopefully he goes out there and gives it his best and puts a performance out. And then the best version of Kevin Holland can beat pretty much everybody. And that's what I hope to see come Saturday. So there you have that. To recap, time check. Oh, I'm way over. All right. To recap, I have Juicy J, Julian Erosa getting that Darce choke over Hakeem Dawodu. I think it's going to happen around round 2. Dawodu and Erosa is going to measure each other out in the first round, play a little pitter-patter jabs. Erosa is going to keep him at distance because he does have the reach and height advantage. And then round 2, the game plan is going to get Dawodu down to the ground. Dawodu does have tree trunk, like get up style, like he's hard to take down, but once you get him down, he doesn't have quick pop up. You can get him down there, get in that Darce choke, and win by submission in round 2. Then I've got Irene Aldana finishing off Macy Chiasson. Macy Chiasson too much in love with her flutist girlfriend. I don't think her head. Aldana, you go on her Instagram, it's just her training, putting it in. putting it in. You go on Macy Chiasson. Oh, I can't wait to marry you. Oh, let's go snowboarding. It shows me snowboarding with this is my girlfriend. Oh, this I love my girlfriend. Girl, every picture's of a girl. That's great. You love your girlfriend. Why don't you love fighting? Why don't you learn? I'll let it go. But I got Irene Aldana winning by knockout, TKO. I think it's going to be a ground and pound. Round 2, Chiasson will have the cardio enough, training at Fortis MMA. She'll have the cardio enough to last through the round 1. Round 2, Aldana's going to find that. She's going to rock her, take her to the ground, and do a little bit of ground and pound. And the ref's going to come up there and stop it. Chiasson's going to get boxed up on the inside. But yeah, Aldana, all day. I don't like to... I know female fights, you never know. In the fucking female fights, don't do it. I'm gonna do it. Parlay that shit. And finally, I have Kevin Holland. Hopefully, I get the best version of him. Hope it's not the one that throws fights or the one that's, you know, just not out there. I don't know. He's just so. I really that Blonde Brunson fight. Go ahead and watch that, guys, because it's really throwing me off. But I don't expect he's gonna do that again. I think he realizes he's kind of under the watchful eye after that fight. And I think Kevin Holland's gonna get the victory over the much older Daniel Rodriguez. Yeah. So there you have that. Hopefully it'll come in. I'm gonna parlay Juicy J, Irene Aldana, Kevin Holland for plus money for sure, because look at Juicy J's already plus money on his own. So there you have it. Gather the info, place the bets, and cash those tickets. I really appreciate you guys watching. Fill the comment, or fill below down there with your comments who you think's gonna win these fights, all that good stuff. Leave a like, I like that as well. Tell your friends about me. Subscribe, share it if you want. Nora is at school, unfortunately, so she couldn't join me with this, but thanks for watching. Good luck on your bets, and I hope to see you all on Friday during my live stream. Starts around 8:30 Eastern time, so come on. We'll have some brewskis. Dave will take some bong hits. It'll be a good, fun Friday night going over this entire card and watching the weigh-in, so that'll be fun. All right. Peace out, guys. Good luck on your bets. Thanks for watching. Bye.